I brought 20 mothers into Camden County, and what we do is we rent an Airbnb, and we do all kinds of healing techniques, and we take them down to the water. I have them write a message to their child, and we put the message in a bottle. And we go to an undisclosed location and put them where maybe they may be found. So we do a lot of those type of activities, and we do them in several locations in the country because we have moms coming in from all over the country.
Right.
But after meeting the first couple of moms and hearing that their child left a wife and children, we started reaching out to the family members as well. So we wanted to do something for the families because...
What's up, Camden County? You are catching episode 99 of the Get In Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Alison Shores from the Camden County Chamber of Commerce. This Get In Your Business podcast is made possible by our Chairman Circle sponsors, Georgia Power Company, Georgia's Own Credit Union, Lockheed, Comcast, Sparklight, Plug Power, St. Mary's, DDA, TDS Telecom, and Ameris Bank. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Okay, guys, I'm super excited to talk to two people in the studio today from Mothers of Veteran Suicide. And now, while this is kind of a sad thing to talk about, I do think it's very important to talk about the resources and the things that we have in this community for people that may want to get involved or maybe going through this themselves. And so I'm glad you ladies decided to join me today. I have got Michelle and Melissa here to tell us all about it. So thank y'all for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having us. It's an honor.
Yes. Well, I'm just glad you're here, and I'm glad you're in Camden County. And so I want to talk a little bit about, first, you guys, where you're from, how'd you get here? Let's start there. Go, Michelle. I'll let you go first.
So I am a mother of two veterans.
Okay.
And 10 years ago, I was going through a divorce, actually, and I just wanted to get away from everybody and everything in New York. And I ended up finding St. Mary's, Georgia.
I love it.
Moved here, I had nothing. I just decided this place is the most beautiful place on earth.
It is. I love our little, we always call it slice of heaven. So
it is. It's my happy place.
Yeah. So, okay, how about you, Melissa? How did you get here?
We moved here about 15 years ago.
15? Okay.
Yeah, from Connecticut.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So Navy?
No,
Navy?
my husband had a job at GP.
Okay. So y'all got down here 15 years ago. So you've both been in our community for a while.
Yep.
Now, how did you get into Mothers of Veteran Suicide? Because when I first met you years ago, you were doing something a little bit different that was still in the same family, but you were doing more resources and stuff. So let's start there, how you started your first one, and then how we transitioned to Mothers of Veteran Suicide.
Okay, it's a little bit of a story.
Okay, that's okay.
But so I was a real estate broker and founder and CEO of a real estate program for heroes, and it was called Heroes Home Advantage.
Okay.
And so I was in St. Mary's for about 6 months. I knew nobody, and I was bored one day, and I was watching YouTube videos, and I saw this professional businesswoman who decided to get an RV and travel the country. And she found a way to work remotely.
Okay.
And I thought, what the heck? That's crazy for any woman to go out on the road by herself in an RV. And she was staying in Walmart parking lots and truck stops. Well, I went out and got an RV, and I had Dalton Signs put some graphics on it for me.
And just, I want to pause your story for just a second because that RV was amazing. I got to see it, the first one.
That was the third one.
That was the third one.
Yes.
So I got to you in but it was so amazing. Like they did, first of all, Dalton Signs did a great job on it, but it was just, I thought it was so it was amazing, just remarkable to see. So go ahead.
Thank you. Well, my first one, I was traveling the country and it was breaking down everywhere. So then I got another one. Wrapped it in the American flag, and I was working with military veterans and first responders, and they were sharing their stories with me. And I had a son at the time who had just gotten back from Iraq, and I started learning about post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
So I met hundreds and hundreds of military veterans and first responders. So I decided to start a nonprofit and help share their stories and find them resources. So I went back out on the road with the second and third RVs, and I was honoring those that protect and serve us. So I was doing that for about 5 years, and I was called to Crossville, Tennessee for a disabled veteran that does something really cool to honor and remember our veterans that have passed. And he said, Michelle, there's a mom here that just lost her son 2 weeks ago. He's a veteran.
No.
He was married, had children. And I said, oh, my Lord, I don't know what I would say to her, but I worry about my kids every day. And so I sat with her. And then I went on to Louisville, Kentucky, and I was introduced to another mother, and then I was introduced to another mother. So what happened was, after about 5 moms, I started a Facebook group just for the moms because I was meeting them all over the country, and I wanted to have a place for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I don't think people know, if you're not familiar with the military, you don't have anybody in your family or haven't experienced it yourself, like the process for pretty much it's difficult. And if you don't know where to go to find resources and people like you or people that are going through the same thing or whatever, it can be very lonely. And I think it contributes to more and more of the suicide and people having issues. So I think this is great. I just want to shout you out for that because the process can be very difficult if you don't know where to start.
Yeah, and there's a couple of very large organizations that help with passing of military and veterans. Nothing specifically for the moms, though. So it eventually turned from my ministry with helping veterans to helping the families left behind.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it all started. So I'm now on my 5th RV.
You're on number 5.
I'm on number 5. And it's because if you ever watch RV videos, they break down all over the country. And eventually I met my husband, Randy. Randy sacrificed everything to move from Rochester, New York, to come and join me on my ministry and travel the country with me. So now Randy's with me. He's been with me 4 years now.
I love it.
And we've been trying to tell Camden County about our services. But, you know, talking about suicide is quite a stigma, and people shy away from talking about it.
They do. They do. For all kinds of different reasons. But I think, too, I want to know how do we get to them before that happens and all the things. But once it has happened, the people that are left behind, I can't imagine what they are having to go through and how you put that into words and feelings and to move forward, you know, like that. I can only imagine how hard that is.
Yeah, I mean, and Melissa will tell you because she went out to the Taste of Camden.
I was going to say, tell us a little bit about you because you're new. You came on board, and this was just something that tugged at your heart, and you're like, yes, sign me up.
Yes, ma'am.
So, how long have you been with Michelle?
I've only been with Michelle since March. Yeah, I'm super new.
I know. So tell us about Taste of Camden. Did you get to meet any people at Taste of Camden?
I met a bunch of new people, and I connected with some people, some local book stores and stuff. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah. So what kind of things are you doing with the mothers that kind of brings them together? I know that there was a retreat that you guys are doing. I don't know if it's already passed or it's coming up or when we do that throughout the year, but yeah.
So last year, I brought 20 mothers into Camden County, and what we do is we rent an Airbnb, and we do all kinds of healing techniques, and we take them down to the water. I have them write a message to their child, and we put the message in a bottle, and we go to an undisclosed location and put them where maybe they may be found. So we do a lot of those type of activities, and we do them in several locations in the country because we have moms coming in from all over the country.
Right.
But after meeting the first couple of moms and hearing that their child lost a wife and left a wife and children, we started reaching out to the family members as well. So we wanted to do something for the families because there's a ripple effect.
Absolutely.
So once a loved one dies by suicide, they say on average there's 135 people that are affected by losing the loved one.
Wow.
And we started meeting mothers that have lost multiple children to suicide. And we wanted to do something. So we partnered up with BetterHelp, and BetterHelp will match you with a counselor. And so what they did was they offered us 150 vouchers for free grief counseling. So we have probably about 20 mothers. We have about 5 siblings. And I think we have 2 fathers in free grief counseling. So the way that works is they get free weekly sessions for 3 full months.
Oh, wow.
At no cost. Yeah.
That is amazing. Because what a time to be able to offer that. And then, like, what a great way to start the healing process, because I think a lot of us are, there used to be such a stigma around talking to somebody and going to a counselor, and for a number of things. And I think I'm finally glad that we've gotten somewhere where it's normal. You need to talk it out, and being able to do that. So, but I'm so thankful that you guys provide that, because not everybody will take that step. You know, and when you provide like the voucher that says all you have to do is right here, you go right here, and it's all you have to do. And I think that that's amazing.
Thank you.
What else do we have? I know we have some more things that you're doing.
Yeah. So then I started meeting mothers that lost their child that are raising their grandchildren.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the grandparents.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 7 mothers that are raising their grandchildren. So their children's mother is either unfit or has also passed. And so what we do for the kids is we provide birthday presents, school supplies, and Christmas presents throughout the year. And it really helps the grandmother. This is an example. I just got a new mom yesterday, and her son had 2 13-year-old boys. The boys found their father.
Oh, I can't even.
We won't share stories, but so I told her about the grandmothers raising grandchildren that we provide, and she just started crying, and she said because they're getting Social Security, but because of their trauma, they can't go to school. She's trying to homeschool the kids, and to know that there's help on those special occasions just meant so much to her. So we're so blessed to be able to, we do fundraisers for that kind of stuff.
Because the thing is that like when that happens, it's usually all of a sudden, and you're thrust into a new life that you're not equipped for, you're not ready for, you weren't even, and you're trying to grieve at the same time. So I can't even imagine, but you still have to, put your big girl panties on and do something. And so it's very difficult. So I'm glad that you have, they have somewhere that can help them navigate the process. Because Michelle, what I can tell about you are like, you have the biggest heart. You're one of the nicest human beings I've ever met, and you're just your heart is so big for this and your passion for it. And I mean, this is not the most, and I always say this, sexy topic to talk about, but it matters, and it's so, you are so passionate about it, and I love being able to get this information out. And Melissa, it has been so much fun working with you, and I'm so glad you came on to help and do these things. But yeah, continue. I'm sorry I interrupted, but
no, you
what else?
Me on I need it today, especially.
Well, I truly mean it, and all of our experiences with you have been super positive, and I know you're trying to make a difference and do some really great things. And that's why I wanted you guys to come on today, so we could, actually talk about it and start spreading the word a little bit about the wonderful things that you're doing. So what else you got?
We have a support group for the mothers. It's a Facebook support group.
Yeah.
We're faith-based, so it's a faith-based support group. We have 200 mamas in there right now.
Oh, wow.
And that's touching. It's not touching the mothers that are affected and the family members that are affected. Well, we also have a 35-foot RV that's wrapped in the American flag, and on the RV are over 330 butterflies, and it's the names of the mother's children. Oh. And so it's an awareness vehicle. It's a way to honor and remember their children. We can't keep up with the amount of butterflies that we're adding to this RV. And so we were just donated a trailer, and again, Dalton Signs just wrapped that trailer for us so we could have more space to add more names, unfortunately. So that's kind of we do public outreaches with it. We were actually in the Veterans Day Parade in Kingsland with it.
Yes, I'm hoping y'all will do that again this year in November. So that's what I was going to say about the RV. will you bring it out to local stuff? I know you did the Veterans Day thing, but now that you're when you're here, when you have the RV here,
Yes, because we travel a lot.
yeah. So I hope everybody hears that. She will bring it out. You just got to reach out to her. So yeah, continue.
Yeah, I drive it. So anybody that wants it there, if you have a business that wants to support and just raise awareness and bring the community together, we'll bring it out. We are gone. We're going to be on the road for 4 months. We leave in about 2 weeks when we come back. But Melissa is here.
That's what I was going to say. So when you're out on the road doing the national stuff, what I love is that we have somebody local that can handle all the local things. So yeah, I want people to reach out to you. What is the best way to get a hold of you guys for these things?
Okay, so our main email address is support@mothersofveteransuicide.org.
Okay.
We have an 888 number, which quite honestly goes to my cell phone.
Yeah.
So please leave a message.
Yes.
And that number is 888-562-5552. Melissa has been my right-hand lady here. She's off on Thursdays. I'm getting ready to throw a lot of work at her when we're done here. Yesterday, I had a local woman here reach out to me. I haven't gotten a chance to tell you this yet. She lost her brother to veteran suicide, and she wants to know how she can help here. So if we have anybody that wants to volunteer in the area, here's what we need help with. I just wrote a program called the Hope After Loss Initiative. And this program is a way to connect family members and find them resources. So we have a couple local mamas here.
Yeah.
One of them lost her beloved son, and he had young children. And we would love to help the mama and help the children's mother. And if we could bring meals, if we could serve in any way. The Hope After Loss program that I wrote is to get out in the community and find those that have lost military and veteran loved ones to suicide and do anything we can. We need resources. So I'm looking for
partners
and resource partners.
Yeah, that will actually partner and come alongside you with this stuff. Continue.
We do, because I need counselors here, local counselors that we could recommend. Anybody in this world, churches, if you want to get involved. So we're having a retreat. There's an amazing retreat out in Woodbine called Satilla Retreat.
Yes.
It's so beautiful. So we have rented that place in mid-October. We need help with, excuse me, meals, paper products, gifts for the mamas. We make great gift bags. Now, I do have my president. She's also a mother of veteran suicide. She's doing our retreat in Bedford, Virginia. Her name's Amy Waldron.
Yeah.
People from her community have come together, and they're donating handmade items for the mamas, and she's just bringing the love and joy in her community. But being that we're based here, we really want our community to know that we're here. If they need some prayer, they can contact us. If they need anything, just contact us. And a lot of people, it's such a stigma, and sadly, there's a lot of shame involved. Yeah, and there comes such trauma and grief. With this type of loss. Yeah. So we want our community to know that they can trust us.
Oh, 100%.
They can share whatever they'd like to tell us, and we will help in any way we can possibly help.
And I just like the fact that our community can get involved in different ways to help, because I'll tell you, we have the best community as far as giving back and really wrapping their arms around different, initiatives. Some of them it's the military, some of them, just the school age kids, they all have their different things. And so I am excited to know that they can get involved here in our community and do things. So I'm really hoping that some of our businesses will reach out and get involved, and maybe I can connect you to some more people that will definitely want to be a part of this,
That would be helpful.
That'd be awesome.
Especially funding is always, we have to raise a lot of money. But I do want to put a shout out to the VFW.
Yes.
VFW last year, they did an amazing thing for the mamas. They helped me with all the meals. They had us come. I asked them to do a hug train.
Yeah.
And so they had about 50 of the members. We got off the RV, the mamas and I. We were escorted by the American Legion riders, the motorcyclists. And they donated $4,000, so it helped me pay for the entire retreat.
Oh, wow.
Also, there's a women's group, Osprey Cove
Yeah.
Women's Group.
Yes.
And they blessed us. I had no idea. They chose our charity as one of their 3 for the year. They asked us to bring the RV to a walk they were doing. And they just came over and presented me with the poster check. For $7,000.
Heck yeah, Osprey Cove ladies.
Yes.
I love this. That's amazing. That's really awesome.
Thank you.
So yeah, I just, and I wanted people to know that you're here, so that a lot of people are always asking, they want to get involved in their community, but they always don't know how, or maybe we just haven't connected people yet. I know it is kind of hard to get the word out and let everybody know things, but I'm so glad you were willing to come on here and talk about that. And I'm hoping people get involved,
Absolutely, yeah.
That'd be
So
amazing.
while you're gone, everybody's going to be talking to Miss Melissa over here.
Yes, ma'am.
And I can tell you, Melissa is so sweet. She's kind of come on board and just, you came full force, girl.
Yeah.
You are not playing.
Yeah, well, it's important to me. I have 2 boys who are in the military now. My oldest is in the Navy, and my youngest is in the Coast Guard.
Wow.
So it's important to me to be able to connect and reach out and help.
Yeah. This is awesome. Well, guys, did we cover everything? Was there anything else you wanted to cover?
I want to put a shout out to my board as well.
Absolutely.
We have no board members other than Melissa in the whole state. So
Oh, wow.
these are women that have loved what we do and they're part of the board. So we have a mama is our president. Our vice president is has had military in her family, and she's very passionate. She's in Florida. Our other one, Amy, is in Virginia, and Melissa is active duty mama. I'm a veteran mama, and I'm married to a veteran, by the way. Randy is a Navy veteran, and our one of our other board members is a daughter of veteran suicide.
Wow.
And so we have very passionate, loving, God-fearing women on our board that care so much. So we want our community now. I've been here 10 years, and because of all the travel, I haven't been able to connect. And
I know.
so we're here now. Now that I have help here, we're
That's
here.
literally what you said to me on the phone when you called me. You're like, Allison, I'm back. I'm going to be here. We're going to have a footprint here. Because that was the problem. You were just always gone, and you were doing amazing things. And I don't want to take away from that, because that's amazing.
Thank you.
But we do like it when you're here,
We'll be back in September.
All right.
End of September. And then I'm hoping not to do any travel and put that footprint here. And along with Melissa's help, and I think we're going to have a couple more volunteers.
Yeah.
That's
I think that's
amazing.
going to be really helpful.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming and sharing this with everybody. I really appreciate you taking your time to talk to me about these things. I think it's very important, especially with the Navy base, right here in our community. It's just a great organization. I'm glad that you two have the passion to carry this forward, because it's amazing.
Thank you so much.
you.
Thank you both. All right, guys, you have caught episode 99 of the Get in Your Business podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe.